You know what doctors told me when I hit 40? Building muscle gets harder now. Your testosterone drops. Your recovery slows down. But here's what shocked me. A recent study from the University of Oklahoma found that men over 40 can build muscle just as fast as men in their 20s when they follow a specific protocol. And the crazy part? It takes less time in the gym, not more. Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal will completely transform how you think about fitness after 40, even if you only have 30 minutes 3 times a week. This isn't theory, this is what actually works. 1. Why everything you've been told about muscle building after 40 is wrong. Let's be honest, you've probably heard all the excuses. Your metabolism slows down. You can't recover like you used to. You need hours in the gym. But here's the truth that the fitness industry doesn't want you to know. Your body after 40 is actually more efficient at building muscle when you train smart. Here's what the science shows. Yes, testosterone drops about 1% per year after 30, but, and this is huge, resistance training can boost your testosterone by up to 20% naturally. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology tracked 50 men aged 40 to 55 who had never lifted weights. After just 12 weeks of focused training, they gained an average of 9 pounds of lean muscle. Some guys in their 20s don't achieve that in a year. The real problem isn't your age. It's that you're following workout advice designed for 25-year-olds with unlimited time and recovery. Your body needs a different approach, one that works with your physiology, not against it. You know what's crazy? The guys who succeed after 40 aren't training harder, they're training smarter. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you. But wait, there's something even more surprising about how your muscles actually respond to training at this age. Number 2, the 3-day protocol that builds muscle faster than 6-day splits. Here's where it gets interesting. Most fitness influencers will tell you to hit the gym 5 to 6 days a week, doing endless sets and exercises. That's a recipe for burnout and injury after 40. The secret? 3 full-body workouts per week, maximum 45 minutes each. Let me explain why this works. After 40, your recovery takes slightly longer, not because you're old, but because life stress, work, family, sleep quality, compounds with training stress. When you train full body 3 times a week, you're hitting each muscle group with adequate frequency while giving your central nervous system time to actually recover and adapt. Here's the protocol that changed everything for me and hundreds of my clients. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever 3 non-consecutive days work for you. 5-minute dynamic warm-up. 4 compound movements: squat pattern, push, pull, hinge. 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps per exercise. 2 to 3 minutes rest between sets. 5-minute cool down. Total time? 40 to 45 minutes. A study from McMaster University compared this exact protocol against traditional bro splits in men aged 40 to 60. The 3-day full-body group gained 40% more muscle and reported 70% fewer injuries over 16 weeks. Why? Because compound movements trigger maximum hormone response, and adequate recovery allows for consistent progressive overload. The real question is, what exercises should you actually do? Because choosing the wrong movements can waste months of effort. Number 3, the 4 exercises that build 80% of your muscle in less than 30 minutes. You don't need 15 different exercises. You need 4 movements that target every major muscle group and trigger maximum growth hormone and testosterone release. Exercise 1. Goblet squat or trap bar deadlift, legs plus core. This hits your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and core in one movement. At 40 plus, joint-friendly variations matter. The goblet squat keeps you upright and protects your lower back. 3 sets of 8 reps with a weight that challenges you on the last 2 reps. Exercise 2, incline push-up or dumbbell bench press. chest plus shoulders plus triceps. Forget flat bench pressing if your shoulders ache. A slight incline, 15 to 30 degrees, builds your chest while protecting shoulder joints. 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Exercise 3. Bent over dumbbell row or cable row, back plus biceps. Your back is the most undertrained muscle group, and it's crucial for posture and injury prevention. Rows build thickness and strength. 3 sets of 8 reps. Exercise 4. Romanian deadlift or kettlebell swing, hamstrings plus glutes plus lower back. This posterior chain movement is essential for athletic performance and injury prevention. Plus, it torches calories. 3 sets of 10 reps. That's it. 4 exercises, 3 times per week. Here's a real example. My client David, age 47, father of 3, works 50-hour weeks. He followed this exact protocol for 90 days while eating in a slight caloric surplus. Results? He gained 12 pounds of muscle, dropped 8 pounds of fat, and his energy levels skyrocketed. His wife actually asked if he was taking something. He wasn't, just consistent training and smart nutrition. But here's the thing, you can do these exercises perfectly, but if you mess up the one thing I'm about to tell you next, you won't see results. Quick favor before we continue. If you're finding this valuable and you're serious about building muscle after 40, smash that like button and hit subscribe. It genuinely helps more people like you discover this content, and honestly, it keeps me motivated to create more detailed guides like this. Plus, ring that bell so you don't miss the nutrition breakdown I'm dropping next week. Now back to the most important factor. 4. Progressive overload. The one principle you cannot ignore. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. If you're lifting the same weights you lifted 3 months ago, you haven't built any new muscle. Period. Your body adapts to stress. That's literally how muscle growth works. You lift heavy things, your body says, "Whoa, I need to get stronger to handle this," and it builds new muscle tissue. But if the stress never increases, there's no reason to adapt. Progressive overload means you must increase the challenge every single week. Here's how to do it after 40 without destroying your joints. Week 1, 2, master the movement with perfect form. Let's say you're doing goblet squats with a 30-pound dumbbell for 3 sets of 8 reps. Week 3, 4, add 1, 2 reps per set. Now you're doing 3 sets of 10 reps with that same 30-pound dumbbell. Week 5, 6, add weight. Move up to a 35-pound dumbbell and drop back to 3 sets of 8 reps. Repeat this cycle indefinitely. The beauty of this approach is that you're constantly progressing, but you're giving your joints and connective tissue time to adapt. A study from the University of Alabama found that men over 40 who followed progressive overload protocols for 6 months gained an average of 15 pounds of muscle, while those who trained by feel without tracking gained only 3 pounds. Track every single workout. Use your phone, a notebook, whatever, just write down the exercises, weights, sets, and reps. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. But even with perfect training, you'll hit a wall if you ignore the nutritional strategy that I'm about to reveal. 5. The protein secret that accelerates muscle growth after 40. Here's what most guys get wrong. They eat like they did in their 20s and wonder why they're not building muscle. Your body after 40 has something called anabolic resistance. It needs more protein per meal to trigger the same muscle-building response. The magic number: 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, distributed across 3 to 4 meals. If you weigh 180 pounds, you need 144 to 180 grams of protein daily. That breaks down to roughly 40 to 50 grams per meal if you eat 4 times a day. Real-world example: a 6-ounce chicken breast equals 50 grams protein. 2 eggs plus Greek yogurt equals 30 grams protein. A protein shake equals 25 to 30 grams protein. It's not complicated, but it must be consistent. A groundbreaking study from the University of Texas Medical Branch found that men over 40 needed 40 grams of protein per meal to maximize muscle protein synthesis, compared to just 20 grams for younger men. If you're eating less than this, you're literally leaving gains on the table. Pro tip: have a protein-rich meal within 2 hours after training. This is your anabolic window, and it's real for men over 40. Now, you might be wondering about supplements, cardio, and recovery strategies. 6. The recovery hacks that 10x your results. Let's be honest, at 40 plus, you can't party all night, sleep 5 hours, and still crush a workout. Recovery is your secret weapon. Sleep. Non-negotiable 7-8 hours. Growth hormone is released during deep sleep. Shortchange your sleep, shortchange your gains. A study in JAMA found that men who slept 5 hours built 60% less muscle than those who slept 8 hours, even with identical training and nutrition. Mobility work, 10 minutes daily. Tight hips and shoulders limit your range of motion, which limits muscle activation. Spend 10 minutes doing hip flexor stretches, thoracic rotations, and shoulder dislocations with a band. Strategic deloads. Every 6 to 8 weeks, cut your volume by 40%. This allows your body to fully recover and come back stronger. Think of it as 2 steps forward, 1 step back for massive long-term gains. And here's a recovery hack nobody talks about: walking. Yes, walking. 20 to 30 minutes of walking daily improves blood flow, reduces cortisol, and enhances recovery without adding training stress. It's the ultimate low-intensity recovery tool. The real question is, are you ready to actually implement this, or will this just be another video you watched and forgot about? Let's recap what we've covered. You can build muscle after 40, and you can do it faster with less time than you think. The key principles: 3 full-body workouts per week, 4 compound exercises, progressive overload every single week, 0.8 to 1 gram protein per pound daily, and prioritizing recovery like your life depends on it. Because honestly, your health does. Here's my question for you. What's your biggest challenge right now? Finding time to train or staying consistent with nutrition? Drop A for time, B for nutrition in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll create content based on what you need most. If this video helped you, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the algorithm show this to more people who need it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell because next week I'm dropping a game changer. Speaking of health after 40, in my next video, I'll reveal the exact lifestyle changes that can lower your blood pressure in weeks without medication. We're talking about specific foods, stress management techniques, and daily habits that doctors don't always tell you about. You won't believe how simple some of these strategies are, yet how powerful the results can be. Until then, remember, age is just a number, but action is everything. Now go lift something heavy,